I think the American public is well aware that there is a vacancy on our United States Supreme Court. And in addition, that there's obstruction going on in terms of our path to do what the Senate is supposed to do, confirm a president's nomination to the Supreme Court. Because it's the Supreme Court, because that term has come to an end and we've seen a number of 4-4 ties, because of the consequence and the gravity of what it is that the Supreme Court does, that's garnered a lot of attention. And it's resulted in the calling for the Republicans in the United States Senate to do their jobs, not to obfuscate and declare that they won't hold hearings or won't schedule a vote on President Obama's nominee, Merrick Garland. And as a consequence, that vacancy may persist for well over a year when all is said and done. But I rise today to draw attention to the fact that this isn't the only judicial vacancy that we have here in the United States of America. We currently have 83 vacancies on the federal courts. And 29 of these vacancies have been declared judicial emergencies, meaning that they're persisting, the continuing vacancy has caused serious problems and concerns so that they are deemed judicial emergencies. Currently, because of the work that has been done by individual senators, consulting with the president, what the president has done in terms of forwarding nominees to the Senate, so that we can exercise our role of advise and consent, so we can hold votes on confirmation. And because of the work of the Senate Judiciary Committee, currently there are 24 judicial nominees on the executive calendar. And every one of them have garnered majority support of the members of the Senate Judiciary Committee in order to advance to the executive calendar, and every one of them is deserving of a full Senate vote. Now, I wanted to rise to draw attention to one particular vacancy, and that is a vacancy on the Seventh Circuit Court. Wisconsin's seat on the Seventh Circuit Court, one of Wisconsin's seats, has been vacant for more than 6.5 years. Let me repeat that. It's been vacant for more than 6.5 years. Currently, and not surprisingly, it's the longest federal circuit court vacancy in the country. Today marks 2,378 days that this circuit court seat has been vacant. People of Wisconsin and our neighbors in Illinois and Indiana deserve a fully functioning appeals court. And we have a highly qualified nominee who deserves a vote from this body. Don Schott was nominated by the president on January 12th to fill the Seventh Circuit Court vacancy. He has strong bipartisan support. Both Senator Johnson and I have returned our blue slips. Bipartisan majorities of the Wisconsin Judicial Nominating Commission have given their support to Don Schott and have voted to advance his nomination. A bipartisan group of the Senate Judiciary Committee voted to advance his nomination, and a bipartisan group of former Wisconsin bar presidents support him. Don Schott has the experience, qualifications, and temperament to be an outstanding federal judge. He was rated unanimously well qualified by the American Bar Association. In talking to people in Wisconsin about this nomination, I have heard only tremendous praise for Don Schott. This nomination deserves a vote. As such, I rise today to urge the majority leader, the Republican leader, to schedule a vote on Don Schott, as well as all of the other judicial nominees that are on the executive calendar. The American people deserve a fully functioning federal judiciary. With that, Mr. President, I yield back.